Greetings traders and happy Friday, June 18th, 2021. We have a trade for you today and I apologize for not having a trade for you yesterday. I had the thumbnail all ready, I was pressing the buttons, and every time I would try to record, my recording software would crash. So I took that as a sign. Sometimes the world gives you signs. I hope you have a good sign today. Today we're going to be looking at gold, GLD, and not even a month ago we did a trade in a GLD. We still have it on, and it hasn't worked out well for us. If you've been following gold, let's finish this trade overview and hop right in, shall we? Gold, GLD, the ETF that tracks the commodity gold, right? We are looking at a liquidity rank of 4 out of 4 and an IV rank of 23, which is putting us in debit spread territory. So, now that we have an idea about this trade, let's hop on in, but instead of going right to Thinkorswim, I want to pop over to here, and I'm trying something a little different, always trying to improve, right? So here is Tastyworks, and on screen here you can see, I'm hoping you can see my mouse. It doesn't look like I have my mouse set to be captured, so just give me a moment while I figure, it does, it says capture cursor. Okay, I'm hoping you're seeing my mouse. But anyway, you can see, hopefully where the crosshairs are, that we had a nasty gap down with, look at this volume here, right? So a big sell, it was a sell-off quite a bit. It gapped down. And we saw that on that day, not only did we gap, but we went down. And then yesterday, we rose back up. Now, I would imagine that this gap down in gold had something to do with the Fed discussing the increasing in interest rates that's going to happen, but it's not right now, it's off in the future. So I think the gold bugs are seeing the reason to get back into gold and hold it. So is this the opportunity not to go long gold as in own gold, but to position ourselves taking a defined risk position to benefit should gold fill the gap over the next few days? So we're looking at a trade duration of not that long. I think we're looking at 29, 28 days till expiration on this trade. But let's go hopping over to Thinkorswim now, shall we? And I should probably introduce myself. With trying new things, I'm off my game here. Hi, I'm Neil, and this is Option Theory, and thank you so much for joining us. What we do here is we put on trades in our simulated trading account so that we can get all the learning without all the risk. Stick around to the end, and I'll tell you how you can take your training, your options practice from being passive to just watching videos out there on YouTube to being active and joining us to do these trades along with us. All right, so let's take a look at the charts here in Thinkorswim. I don't know why we're in VIX. Let's go over to GLD. Thank you very much. And there's that gap that we saw. Yeah, so it's looking, let's zoom in on that. Right, there's that gap. We don't see yesterday's green candle. I'm not sure why that is. But anyway, we're going to position ourselves to be bullish on this one, taking defined risk. Let's go to the Analyze tab, go over to Add Simulated Trade, and we're going to twirl open the July 16th monthly expiration. You can see we already have a position on here. And I guess I should show that, right? I mean, geez Louise, that nasty drop down has put us in painful territory, but not too painful, right? Remember, we're not spending, how much is it a share for this stuff? $165 a share, right? So there you go. We didn't buy 100 of these shares. We're not long lots of money. We're have defined risk, which feels good. All right, you can sleep at night with that. I can. Let's go on over here to the At the Money section here. And some other information is if you get the trades sent to you in your inbox like we do, more on that later, you'll see that the bid ask when this email was captured and this trade was built was a whole dollar less. And right now, gold futures are up 1%. So I don't think we're going to be getting filled at the same price. So if we're looking to do this trade, we may have to adjust our strikes, because what's at the money in our trade idea was 165. What's at the money now is 167. So we have to modify this trade to be similar. We were looking at the trade idea that was sent to us as a $3 wide vertical long call. And we're going to go look at this 166. And we're going to go to 169. There we are. Hopefully that built that out down here, because I'm all wacky now that I changed my screen resolution. Okay, there's the position we currently have. That's why it's not showing up. So we're looking at a debit of $1.23 on a $3 wide. We know we're spending less than we could make, so our probabilities will be probably at 50-50 or a little lower. Don't worry, we'll go back and look at the trade as originally sent, but I think that we need to consider that the market has moved since the trade was sent, because I don't believe these trades are built, at 5 o'clock in the morning when they're sent for me. I think they're built the night before. All right, and then scheduled to send. Let's go ahead and look at the risk profile for this trade. And you have that one off, right? Yep. All right, let's go ahead. And I feel a sneeze coming, so I'm going to fight that off on screen, on camera right now. Whew. All right, let's set the date. Where's the date? Oh, no. This is what happens when you change your screen resolution. Can't set my date? Hang on a second. We're going to have to try to adjust here. Nope. Let's go ahead and we're going to mess with you just a little bit. I'm setting my date. I'm going to have to figure out how I can capture this on camera to July 17th. Just to prove to you that I did that, let me drag that on. This is not even going to work. That's not even going to work. What if I do this? There it is. I'll have to get rid of that tray. And then if I bring that over there. There we go. So I just have to close that side tray there. Good. All right. So we got the date over here in the top right set to match the date in the bottom left of July 17th. And I'm going to brush this down just a smidge and scroll that up. There we are. One contract. We got our date set up here. Let's get our price slice set to break even at expiration. And so with this trade, we're looking at a 51.5% probability of profit at expiration. That's pretty dang good. All right. So let's adjust these strikes so that they're the same strikes that we were sent. So that would be buying the 164 and selling the 167, pay $1.63. And our probabilities for this trade would be much better, closer to 60%. So this is not awful. If we can get filled at that price, that'd be amazing. Which one do you prefer? The one where you're spending a little more and you have some pretty darn good probabilities? Or where you want to risk a little less but have a little lower probabilities? I'll go with the trade as sent, I think. I'm going to right-click this trade, choose confirm and send. And we're looking at a max profit of 137, a max loss of 163. And according to Tastyworks, which let's head over to this trade here. I'll pop back in because, I'm all cool like that now. There we are. We're looking at a P50 of 73%. That's good. I'm happy to take, let's call it $65 off the table in the next 28 days. That'd be fantastic. Somewhere in there. Let's go back to Thinkorswim, shall we? All right, so now we got our confirm and send window up here, and you can't see that, can you? Huh. All right. See, look at all the learning that's happening here. I promise I don't normally struggle this hard. Oh, this is what happens when you're trying to capture the window rather than your entire desktop. And yeah, window title must match. Same executable? Nope. That didn't do it. All right. So how can I fix this? Think, Neil, think. Let's do this. I'm going to close this and do that. There it is. See, now we're looking at my entire desktop again. I may have to go back. We're going to see if the benefit of you being able to see was on my screen. Here is the confirm and send screen. It's the max profit of 137 and max loss of 163. I'm going to throw this one in my IRA account because I already have a gold trade in my margin account. So let's go ahead and hit send. That puts that into the working orders. We'll switch back to this view here, and there are my IRA trades that we currently have. We got 2 gold positions on here. All right, so let's see how they perform. XL has been just killing me. That's all right. We're going to play the game. All right, everybody, if you made it this far into the videos, here's a thumbs up for you. Thank you so much for watching this far into the video. If you stayed around this far, maybe you're here because you want to hear how to join us. That's all right. There's a 2, maybe 2.5 step process. Step number 1 is go down to the description and sign up for Tasty Trades Cherry Bomb email list so you can get email trades sent to your inbox as well. When you're done signing up for that, come on back. Step 2 is to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell. Right? That way you'll be notified and you can watch these videos and use this flight simulator, as I like to call it, as a way to trade maybe as before you're risking your real dollars. So my guess is you have some people that'll tell you that you shouldn't do this on your own. You should give your money to somebody else and let them trade it for you. I don't see that as something that we should be doing, right? You can test your skills, know what you can expect performance-wise. And I think you would really feel a lot better doing that. All right. The half step, the 2.5 step would be, if you're new, head on to the description again, and you'll find a link, a playlist link for getting started with Thinkorswim. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for your views and your likes. I look forward to seeing you next week. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Until then, may the market be with you.